Alright guys, it's time to talk about a sci-fi classic. You want space, you want power suits, alien invasion, and a whole lot of deep philosophical thoughts on war? Well, strap in. We're talking about Starship Troopers. This book by Robert Heinlein pretty much laid down the foundation for military sci-fi as we know it. This book is famous, it's iconic, and there's been no shortage of reviews. But hey, this is a military sci-fi channel, and it'd feel wrong not to cover a classic like Starship Troopers. So, if you're here for the big battles, the badass suits, and that good old war never changes vibe, you're in the right place. Alright, so, Starship Troopers. This is the book that a lot of people think is just space soldiers blowing up bugs. I mean, if you saw the movie, well, yeah, that's kind of what it is. But the novel? Oh man, there's way more going on here. Starship Troopers follows Johnny Rico, our guy, our POV, who signs up to join the mobile infantry, and boom, he's off fighting bugs in space. Sounds simple, right? But here's the thing. Heinlein doesn't just stop at explosions and bug squashing. No. This book digs deep into themes like civic duty, citizenship, the morality of war, and the military-industrial complex. You know, light stuff for your weekend read. But let's back it up. The book starts with a bang, like literally. First chapter, you're thrown right into an assault on an alien world, and it's intense. You've got these power-armored soldiers dropping from the sky, just annihilating stuff. You feel the chaos, you feel the stakes. It's awesome. What I love about Heinlein's writing here is how he makes you care about these soldiers, even when they're barely sketched out. Rico's journey from high school kid who just wants to impress a girl, I mean, don't we all, right? To this hardened soldier is actually pretty fascinating. And in between the bug fights, Heinlein's like, oh, by the way, let's talk about why only veterans should vote. Wait, what? There's a lot of philosophy in this book. Half the time, it feels like you're reading a textbook on government, and the other half, you're reading an action-packed sci-fi novel. It's like, do I want to read Starship Troopers or sit in on a political science lecture? Why not both? And let's talk about the mobile infantry. This isn't your standard issue military, folks. These guys are decked out in powered armor that lets them jump over buildings and shoot nukes like they're throwing candy at a parade. That's the stuff sci-fi dreams are made of. Like, if you don't want to wear one of these suits, I don't know what to tell you. But here's the real kicker. Heinlein uses all this awesome futuristic tech and alien wars to talk about the human condition. You think you're just here to watch bugs get nuked? But nope. You're getting a crash course in the ethics of warfare and whether blind obedience to authority is good or bad. It's like the book is saying, sure, blow up some bugs, but also think about your place in society. Heinlein's over here playing 4D chess while we're still watching checkers. Now, I gotta be honest, some of the philosophical stuff drags. It's like, one minute you're blowing up bugs, the next you're sitting in a classroom listening to Mr. Dubois go on about responsibility and moral authority. It can feel like hitting the brakes on a roller coaster. You're like, come on, Rico, where's the next alien invasion? And this is where I gotta say, if you're new to military sci-fi and you're looking for straight-up war action, like the movie Starship Troopers, this book is not that. Don't get me wrong, there's war, there's combat, but there's also a lot of political and philosophical stuff. So, if you're looking for non-stop bug blasting, this might not be the best place to start. It's more of a thinker's book, wrapped in space armor, not a full-on action fest. Alright, let's dive into the Starship Troopers controversy for a sec, cause yeah, this book has stirred the pot for years. Now, I gotta be real. When I read this as a kid, I totally thought it was this pro-military, let's suit up and blast bugs for the glory of mankind kind of thing. You know, power suits, duty, honor, all that jazz. Felt like one big recruitment ad. But then I read it again and again. And now? Man, now it reads totally different. I think Heinlein was slipping in a critique, maybe even a warning about societies that worship military service and put soldiers on pedestals. Some people still see it as a celebration of military values, like, yeah, become a citizen by picking up a rifle, while others read it as anti-military, even anti-authoritarian. And that's the beauty of this book. Depending on your perspective, Starship Troopers can read as two completely different things. Keeps you questioning, keeps you thinking. This is why, love it or hate it, we're still talking about it all these years later. So, bottom line, Starship Troopers is one part epic sci-fi war story, one part philosophical think piece. If you're looking for a deep dive into the morality of war, wrapped in bug-slaying space armor action, this is your jam. It's a book that'll make you think while still giving you a healthy dose of sci-fi awesomeness. It's got action, it's got brains. And hey, you might even learn something. And if you don't like that, well, at least there's still the bugs getting blown up. Have you read Starship Troopers? What did you think about Heinlein's approach to citizenship and the military? Leave your comments below, let's talk about it. And as always, if you liked this video, click the like button, and if you want to see more, click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Burn bright and burn enough.